supplies.
Feeling lucky today?
Enshroud!
Take that!
Let's nip that in the bud.
No!
I'll bury you!
Incoming. Hey! Happy to apply. Cut to the chase.
I hear everything!
Midnight Phantasmagoria! Write this on for size! Fly! I summon thee! Oz, reveal thyself! Ha! With sword comes shadow.
That's close enough. You are not welcome
Well.
here.
Don't blink! Got lucky that time.
You are not welcome here.
Cut to the chase.
Let's nip that in the bud. Can't see? Ha!
Nowhere to hide. Hey! Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day. I'm getting sick of this.
You are not welcome here.
Enshroud! I hear everything! Ha! One thing!
Rest and rebuild. Torrent, bring refuge.
Body and mind. Let me leave you a verse.
Just like we rehearsed.
I'll uproot you! Oh, keep up! Cha! Ha! Cha! Cha! Can't see? Cha!
Covenant of the deep. Allow me.
Ring cutter.
I hear everything! Cha! Ha! Ha!
Time to act. Rain outlines your fate. Body and mind.
Write this off the side. Hi.
I'll uproot you! One with the forest! Ow!
Time to witness the power of Gurwa. Huh?
Billowing surge. Hold the line.
Enshroud! Let's nip that in the bud! Cha!
it is. Ah!
I hear everything! Ha! Let's nip that in the butt!
For retribution! Ha!
I hear everything! Can't see? Ha! Oh! I'll bury you! I'll uproot you!
There it is. Ah! Ah!
Nice and spicy.
Burn! Ah!
Right! With sword from shadow. Don't blink! Hey!
Kiss?
Prepare to be blown away! Cut to the chase!
Ha! Ha!
Eat this! Boba, get them! Wingblade!
Damn you!
Incoming!
Burn!
Hold on! Hey! Nice and spicy! Out of the frying pan, it's...
Ha!
Cut to the chase! Speed of light! Hey!
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Huh? This abyss mage dropped a talisman.
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. But why would an Abyss Mage be carrying it? Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it. Is that the script of Conria?
Engulf the faith of the enemy in flame, and bring glory to His Highness the Prince.
What? Is that what it says?
Loom of Fate, initial operation. They, the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here is Loom of Fate. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary tests.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this fate-weaving operation. So, Dane, what message does this talisman contain?
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation. But some parts are difficult to understand.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile, Overlord of the Vortex.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Terror incident. Though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this one.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps setting their sights higher and higher. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile, just as they did Dvalin?
No. From the contents of the talisman, this operation goes one step further. They won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely transform Osile's body.
Is that even possible? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Kanria. Though, of course, the accuracy of that understanding itself is difficult to judge. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Kanria. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost human civilization quite persistently. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osial's limbs to construct a mechanized god. And the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the Statue of the Seven is the eye of the very first field tiller.
The eye of the very first field tiller? Oh, Paimon gets it! All those Abyss mages are looking for the special eye, right?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do with that eerie statue of the Seven we saw, right?
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the defiled statue, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this plan. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the cathedral first and ask around. Maybe we'll learn something.
The cathedral.
Huh? What's the matter, Dane?
Nothing. Let's get moving.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them. But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though. Does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Animo Archon. And actually, the Animo Archon is... never mind.
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral. I'll leave you to...
Huh?
You are the honorary Knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty. I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason I would need it now, or in the future either. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and ask around.
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone.
Honorary Knight! Hi, how have you been? Do you need anything today? But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre to Hermel again, we cannot oblige.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tiller?
What's that? Field tiller. What does it do?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever lost a statue of the Seven?
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago, barely anyone mentions it nowadays. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night without a trace. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it, but it was never found. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven.
Of course!
Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other strange stories? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside, it's for your own good.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what
The Tyrant's final fury!
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair. Many, many years ago, There was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached old Mondstadt.
Balls of fire raining from the sky? How terrifying!
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the tyrant's final fury. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own. Right! Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury, perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven.
It's okay. Thanks.
There's that pointless word, thank you, again. I can never get...
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among... Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as well.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right. We'll go give Master Jean a...
Oh, okay. But please, everyone, be careful. May the Animal Archon protect...
I won't order just yet.
I see. Has the Abyss Order all... This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue. We sh...
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Dvalin?
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long... Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to guard...
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Time for retribution!
With sword comes shadow.
They're sure...
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are.
Yeah, let's go!
I'm... not...
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction with him. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable. I have no problem interacting with people, but interacting with gods, it's just my opinion, but a word of advice. You shouldn't place too much trust in them, but at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite, even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Don't trust them and don't hunt them.
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will tell you one final fact.
Huh? What fact?
The destruction of the nation of Kanria. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area.
Up, there he goes. What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up at the Rite of Dissension and Liyue. Not the easiest situation.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing?
Oh, Master Jean! So glad we found you. Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we came—
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I am preparing to send out some knights to fight back. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not— Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas. But the Abyss Order and Boreas— what is the connection between—
They just like to cause trouble. Do they really need a reason? The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after another one of the Animal Archon's buddies.
Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, I will hand— Honorary Knight, please go and check if this god's spirit— Okay, be careful. Thank you for your help, Honorary Knight of Favonius.
Nice and spicy.
Not welcome.
So, the wolf's wretched. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly. If you serve us, we can restore your divine.
What the heck is this ceremony? Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin?
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on.
No matter how many times... Bow before the
Verdict
Abyssal roar!
Windblade! Be gone!
Retribution! Ha! Ha!
Decimate!
Cut to the chase. Ha! Prepare to be blown away.
Damn you!
Decimate!
Ha!
Windblade. Nice and spicy.
The end!
Incoming. Ah! Got lucky.
Ha! Ha! There it is. Ha! Ha!
Don't blink. Huh?
The world will fall!
Ha!
The end is nigh!
Incoming. Windblade. Into the fire.
The end will come!
Ha! Burn! Ha!
Time!
With sword comes shadow.
The world will fall! The end is nigh! The ceremony was interrupted. How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter. This is but a small unforeseen...
It disappeared again!
Thank you. You came. Just...
Human Lupercal. I am ashamed, but still... The Abyss...
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. But... Scary, I too didn't see the
Wait! So you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas' mind, then lured him out under the...
Thank you. In the future, my claws, you smelled danger and came here?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's nose doesn't even know what danger smells like. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf God.
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this... It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I... But it could not think, only fight. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Missiles. I do not know this strange word. It could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs.
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we hear this somewhere else? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field... It sounds like the first one was way stronger than... But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know. But
Yes, you were a big help. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have...
yes, I smell more danger. Bigger You too. Also, be careful.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dave. Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally... If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself become... But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't able to gather any information. I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the...
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just after it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North. It must have wandered into the ruins of... Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came to interpret...
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before. This is it, right? Okay. Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing? Oh, but Paimon was so what's going on?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow!
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word. Is it another ancient term?
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god. And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll...
Huh? You? Dane?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hand. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius, well...
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled... We can't have the Church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by...
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a real...
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will also... I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Tibet. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard. Ha!
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. I understand.
Oh,
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue.
You are just as vexatious as ever. I sense your soul is stained by terrible... Oh, and something far more than we are the same. We're both dangerous. But dangers from outside of the Abyss Order must be caught and caged.
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to silence you!
Bow before the Abyss!
Windblade! Speed of light!
Time for retribution! Ha! Ha!
Incoming! Yeah! Nowhere to hide. Don't blink! Hey! Be gone!
Burn!
Nice and spicy!
We'll bear it!
Verdict is...
Windblade! Prepare to be blown away! Incoming! Hey! Cut to the chase! Got lucky that hit! Hit!
The world will fall! The end is nigh.
Windblade!
Incoming! Don't blink! Be gone! Incoming! Nowhere to hide. Speed of light.
The world will fall. The world will burn. Prince.
Hey! Could that be?
Lumine.
Wait! He just blocked an attack against your brother?
Lumine. Why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh. Your brother? Nope.
Ether. We meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows him?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy. Ether. But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop That man Dainsleif was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into the monsters of the abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy. Paimon's so confused.
Yes, of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Lumine. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right! By the way, what they said just now is all pretty oh! Well then... First off, that Abyss Herald called your brother... It seems like your brother is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to him. Also, your brother said that he wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with destiny. What the heck does that mean? Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was And Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago! But he didn't turn into a monster. And now he's... So that's why your brother said that Dane is his enemy. But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those... Also, how come after all this time we've spent searching for your brother, it turns out he's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that? Yeah, you're right. Then we can't let ourselves get down about it now. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place and get back to the surface. If your brother wants you to reach the end of your journey, show him what you're made of. Come on, traveler. Let's go. Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your brother would have sided with the Abyss. Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? He said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets he still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Don't mention it, partner. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the... Oh, you mean the guy that took your brother away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Ooh, Paimon supports that idea. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already! Atsuko in Liyue Harbor! Let's see what she has to say.
A toast to our success. Oh there. Come and see these rare.
Hey there. Don't be shy.
Oh. Hello. Oh, is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh. So that's why you're here.
Great! We came to the right person!
But the chance of success is incredible.
Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supply soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then I blacked out, but to my surprise, my journey didn't end. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale Must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liyue Qixing. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule, loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this, but after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like this?
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out of the way. The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyunstone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beidou.
This is so dull.
quite well maintained.
All clear as far as the eye can see.
I wonder what's going on.
The waves are as calm as always.
Ahoy there, ladies! Time to set sail!
All clear as far as the eye can see.
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that...
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing! It's...
Paimon. What a fascinating being.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment...
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible?
Well, I can't argue with that. Okay, then. Once the...
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack...
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily. Especially seeing as our...
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold.
there'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are 2 important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters, so you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, you must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue as savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition...
Yep, and the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, so if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor.
You just want her to take part in your tournament!
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to.
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament or...
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
The sound of the ocean waves.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Vader's... Hello! Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then the Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up... Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondered...
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Tsuhu...
Also...
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a... I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I...
Uh-huh. But for us, even for our 5 treasure hoarders at it... Alright, we're gonna keep looking.
I'll see you in the arena. But I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top student.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they some...
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are... You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu. To the Lingshan clan, he
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone. All without...
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no...
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll...
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show...
But here we are, having trained on... Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made...
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the...
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does, folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even be...
See you in the arena!
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash, too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So, you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece. No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seem to get up in most people's eyes. I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So, I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of kung fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my... I seem to have gained another fan. Don't let my... Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much...
Chink's a village arm wrestling champion, huh? Next, please. What's your name? Wait, did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they
I have to ask, aren't you the trap? It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her off.
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament. Really? but from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are...
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah! Also, don't forget to mention that the previous battles include, but are not limited to,
Whoa!
Might as well declare her the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a lot. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beidou promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first
Beidou must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beidou in advance, then? Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid... In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty... Alright, it's showtime! You got this!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please...
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
Come on, let's go sign up. What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beidou. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing... So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious...
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now... So, come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you...
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the... You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start... For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. So, I'm putting you straight through to the semi...
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system.
This is how Captain Beidou works. You won't persuade... Besides, at your level...
Huh. To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders... We're finally here, folks. The real show is about...
The captain seems to have high hopes for this... Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him... You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you are...
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take...
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has... I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
Relax. My girl's at the top of her game. She ain't gonna lose.
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. Pretty good. I'm sweating all over. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was a little... If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strong...
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get... But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other... Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm...
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please...
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that... So don't get too cocky.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame.
Maybe next time, huh? Bye.
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment. But given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you. He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment. So I probably won't be able to help you with...
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly, I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind. And it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is, in fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely... I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the...
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have... As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter. I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you
It is true that I am versed both in literary and... I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. But I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hail... Given your talents, A few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.